to their own pure home, where they will know nothing of any calamity. But while they are confined within a mortal body and share its miseries, in strict truth they are dead. For association of the divine with the mortal is most improper. Certainly the soul can do a great deal when imprisoned in the body. It makes the body its own organ of sense, moving it invisibly and impelling it in its actions further than mortal nature can reach. But when freed from the weight that drags it down to earth, and its hung about it, the soul returns to its own place, then in truth it partakes of a blessed power and an utterly unfettered strength, remaining as invisible to human eyes as God himself. Not even while it is in the body can it be viewed. It enters undetected and departs unseen, having itself an imperishable nature, but causing a changeable in the body. For whatever the soul touches lives and blossoms, whatever it deserts withers and dies. Such is the superabundance it has of immortality. According to Josephus, Eleazar concludes, "Let us die unenslaved by our enemies, and leave this world as free men, in company with our wives and children. That is what the law ordains." On occasion Josephus is unreliable. When he is so, however, it shows in this instance there is certainly no reason to doubt his word, and the excavations of Masada conducted in the 1960s tend to support his version of events. It is, of course, probable that he embellished Eleazar's speeches somewhat, making them perhaps more eloquent and long-winded than they might actually have been, availing himself of some poetic license. But the general tenor of the narrative rings true, and has always been accepted by historians. What is more, Josephus had a unique and first-hand understanding of the mentality that dictated the mass suicide at Masada. At the beginning of the revolt, he himself had been a rebel commander in Galilee. In AD 67, his forces were besieged by the Romans under Vespasian at Jotapata, now Josaphat, near Sepphoris, where the town fell. Many of its defenders committed suicide rather than submit to capture. Many others, including Josephus himself, fled and hid in caves. According to his own account, he found himself in one cave with 40 other fugitives. Here, as at Masada, lots were drawn as to who would kill his comrades, whether by chance, as Josephus suggests, or by the providence of God, or perhaps by a fiddle which aided and abetted one or the other. He and another man ended up as the sole survivors, persuading his companion to surrender. He then himself defected to the victorious Romans. He does not emerge from the adventure in any very creditable light, of course, but even if he himself could not live up to them, he was no stranger to Zealot attitudes, including their